Okay, hello champions, welcome to the session. Today's session, as you all can see, that it is about introduction to English. Yes, so introduction to English here refers to the introduction to the English syllabus for your SSC and your banking exams. So as you all know that for SSC and banking, the marks allotted for English is 30 marks. So within these 30 marks, so you will also be having negative marking. So in order to be very clear with your understanding and with your concepts related to English, you need to first go through the syllabus. So this is just an introductory session. Today's session is just an introductory session to the syllabus that is going to be covered by us in order to help you all, in order to help each and every student and champion, as I say, that you all be appearing for your SSC and banking exams. And for that, you need to have a clear perception that what is the syllabus and the syllabus consists of what. Okay, so let's start the session and let's start the slides. Okay, so here you can see the syllabus of English. So the syllabus of English as a whole pertains or as a whole consists of these 10 parts, and these 10 parts is actually very important for in order to know and in order to have a perception of all the related things and probable questions. Now see champions, what we are doing or what we are providing here in BPS jobs is that we are trying to help each and every candidate who is going to appear for the SSC or for the banking classes, banking exams, so that nothing remains vague in your understanding. So one of the thing is that because of the negative marking, now negative marking, when we are speaking about the government jobs, the government state departmental jobs, that these jobs do not have any negative marking. But when we are going to appear for SSC, for your staff selection commission or for the banking exams or IBPS, you all have to be very much prompt in your answer. That means promptness means very much clear with your answers, because the answers will have negative marking of 2.5, that is 1/4 of 1 mark. So 2.5 mark, 0.2.5, 0.225 will be deducted from your grand total. So that is going to impact, or that is going to have a great effect upon your total marks that you will obtain. And that is going to be calculated later on, calculated with the cutoff marks. So ultimately what it is, what you should be or what you should have is that clear perception of each and everything. That is from reasoning to quants and to English. Now, a lot of students perceive that English is a very easy subject, and because you belong from an English medium school or you have an English background, will help you to crack the exam or will help you to clear all the answers correctly in the English section. But a lot of things are there which are, we can say, which are loose errands, which are loose in our understanding, in our concept. So, in order to clear all these confusions, we are giving these free classes for the champions like you all, so that you can go through the topics easily. And in return, what we need is that you just, if you are liking the session and if you think that these sessions is going to help you really a lot, then please like, share and subscribe our channel and go through the classes that we provide regularly. Okay? So today the syllabus is what? Number 1 is error detection. Now, when we are speaking about error detection, let me interrupt in between. So, error detection. The first topic is error detection. Now, error detection refers to the errors in spellings. It may be in case of spellings, it may be in case of sentences, or it may be in the case of a paragraph. Now, when we are speaking about SSC and banking, you should be clear that paragraph, even a longer paragraph, or we can say in closed test, a longer paragraph will also be asked in your exam. So because the time is very important here, time management. So if you practice regularly on a regular basis, if you are practicing for the SSC or banking exam, it is going to help you in order to manage your time. So time manage is one of the important things that should run back of your mind or back of your brain throughout the exam and even before the exam. Yes. So second topic is comprehension. And when we are speaking about comprehension, I am telling you that there will be a comprehension and which you need to go through the comprehension very clearly. Comprehension refers to what? It is the unseen passage which you have gone through from your class 8 level in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So all in these classes you have in the English section an unseen passage which comprises of a paragraph, and there will be an unseen stanza even. So it may be a passage or it may be a poem on the basis of which a few questions, maximum there will be 5 questions related to the comprehension which you need to answer. So when you are answering a comprehension based question or an unseen passage based question, you need to refer to only to the passage or only to the paragraph. Why? Because here you can't add your own knowledge or you can't add anything else which is out or which is outside from the passage. So you have to refer only to the passage and you can't go outside the passage. Okay. Then we have synonym and antonym. Now, synonym and antonym is a vast topic. Why? Because anything and everything can come in your exam. So here what you need to do, you need to go through a list, a proper list, an alphabetical list of synonyms as well as antonyms. And when you are learning a word, a specific word, along with the word, you need to know the meaning. When you know the meaning, you know the synonym. And when you know the synonym, you automatically understand what the antonym can be. So a lot of words which we practically or usually use in our day-to-day lives can be asked in the form of synonym or antonym. So here again, we need to know or we need to improve our vocab. That means our vocabulary in order to improve the knowledge as well as the usage of synonyms and antonyms or of words actually. The core word is the understanding of a word. Typically, we need to know the meaning of the word. Yes. So that comes, here comes the third part. After that, we have idioms and phrases. Now, what idiom and phrases are, I have already done a lot of sessions based on idioms and phrases, and where we have also included idioms and phrases in the form of what? In the form of some themes. So theme based, when actually we have included themes in idioms and phrases or in one word substitution. Why? Because it is going to help the students a lot. Not only in the form of the understanding of the words, but also their comparison with other words. So this is going to help you because idioms and phrases as well as one word substitution, when it is theme based, you know the word first. Initially you know the word, later on you know their usage, and the third is that the very important thing is you can compare the word with something else which is very related to the word itself or which is very related to the phrase or idiom itself, and you can differentiate one word or one idiom with the other. So that is going to help you to improve your vocabulary in order to help you help your communication skills, your soft skills. Ultimately, it is going to help you if you are able to gather or if you are able to get employment in the government sector. So ultimately what it is that why we need to have this collection of words or these things clear in our mind so that we can apply later on our understanding or our knowledge in our employability or in our employability skills. Yes. After idiom and phrases, what we have vocab. Now within vocab, we have already this. So under vocab, what we have is spellings, that means spelling errors. Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs means a lot of words where some phrases are included with verbs in order to give a different meaning or some enhanced meaning. Yes. Then we have error spotting. Error spotting, I have already said that it may be in case of spellings, it may be in case of sentences, or it may be in case of paragraphs. Okay. Later on, within vocab, we have antonym and synonym, and errors. Okay, error spotting I have typed twice. So we come to know what it is included within the vocab section. Yes. Again, within grammar, what things we have. So let us know that. So within grammar, we have parts of speech. Now the 8th part of speech you need to know very clearly, because a lot of questions will be coming based on adjective, yes, then adverb and abstract form of noun. So in order to answer the questions related with this section, you need to understand and differentiate the parts of speech from one to another. So again, we need to have a clear introduction to the parts of speech, their use and their specific definitions. Yes. Within grammar, we have voice change, that means active to passive or from passive to active. Yes. Then we have subject verb concord, or we can say subject verb agreement, which is very important for you all in order to understand that when there is a subject, this subject should be in relation to the verb in order to bring the fullest, or we can say the complete meaning of a sentence, that too grammatically correctly. So in order to bring a grammatically correct sentence, we need to have, or we need to know the 12 rules of subject verb concord. Yes, subject verb agreement. After that, we have prefix and suffix within grammar. That means prefix which we add in the initial and suffix which we add later to the words. And then we have conjunction. Conjunction refers to, okay, conjunction refers to the joining of two parts of a sentence or two or more sentence, how we can join. So when we will be doing conjunction, we will understand when and where to apply the conjunction, the word specifically, when and where to join the conjunction between these two words. Okay. Then we have, again going back, we have fill in the blanks. Within fill in the blanks, what we have is preposition. Fill in the blanks refers to preposition where a lot of questions will be coming based on preposition to, in, of, into, above, beyond, before. So there is a list of preposition, and we will go through in our later sessions. We will go through the 3 different types of preposition. Then when we will be doing this and when we will be actually applying preposition to sentences, we will understand, once we go through, we will understand easily when and where to apply which preposition. So in order to understand which preposition to be applied in a particular sentence, again what we need to have is understanding. And the understanding should be complete in refer to a particular sentence. So when you are reading a sentence, try to understand the sentence, what the sentence is trying to tell us in the first attempt. And when you can't do it in the first attempt, try it the twice. So after twice, what happens? The tendency becomes less in order to understand a particular sentence. Why? Because twice you have read the sentence, after that the thrice thing is a bit difficult for each, and on an average I'm telling, a bit difficult for students or for candidates to go through the sentence. But I will insist that you all go through the thrice time or the third time even, so that you can understand the sentence and apply whatever the question is. It may be preposition, it may be one word substitution, or it may be any kind of phrase or idiom. Yes. Then we have paragraph jumble. Paragraph jumble, I'm telling here. Yes. Within verbal ability, we have paragraph jumble. You can see here on the third point, point C. And within verbal ability itself, we have what? Cloze test. Now, a lot of students don't know, or they have not gone through, or they have gone through, but they don't identify that as cloze test. Cloze test refers to a paragraph where a lot of fill in the blanks are there, and you need to apply your understanding of the words or your vocab in order to fill those blanks. So that is a simple cloze test, and cloze test usually is very simple and easy for students on an average to attempt correctly. Then we have reading comprehension. As I have already said, reading comprehension is very important, and you should at least practice 10 to 12 unseen passages in order to have a promptness over reading comprehension. Okay. Then we have paragraph jumble. Paragraph jumble means a paragraph is given, and there within this paragraph or within that paragraph you have minimum 4 to 5 sentences, and you need to arrange those sentences in the chronological order, or in the way in which the sentences can be meaningful, can be turned into some meaningful sentences. Yes. So paragraph jumble is very easy, but even when we say easy, we need to go through and we need to practice a lot of sentences, a lot of paragraph, in order to make sure that your sentences or your answers that you will opt for will be correct. Even then, a lot of students on an average make mistakes while arranging these sentences or while arranging the jumble paragraph. Why? Because of lack of practice. So I'm telling that when you are going through the other topics like one word substitution, vocab, verbal ability, grammar, you also side by side improve your understanding of sentences and understanding of the paragraphs, or the understanding of how you can summarize a topic or a paragraph as a whole. Yes. Then we have one word substitution. Now, when we are speaking about one word substitution, again, as I have already said, that idioms and phrases and one word substitution, what we are doing here is we are making theme based classes and sessions for you all, so that it helps you to understand, and it makes a visual attempt. Actually, it helps students and champions like you to have a visual perception of the words or of the idioms and phrases. Now, when we are speaking about visual classes or visual sessions, it refers to some colorful and attractive PPT or slides which we prepare so that students and champions like you easily understand and remember them for lifetime or for a longer period of time. And it ultimately helps the candidates to remind themselves particularly in the exam hall. So this is going to help you. The sessions that we have already prepared here are theme based, so that it helps you to understand from the simplest form or from the easiest form to understand the 4 words and how that can be applied in actual practical sentences. Okay. And the last one is odd one out. Now there will be some kind of ratio based questions which will come within the English section, and there will be some kind of relation. Now there are a lot of examples which I don't want to go through in today's introductory session, but there will be some examples, there will be questions based on some kind of relation, and that too it can come in the form of a ratio, and sometimes in the form of odd one out. So there will be 4 to 5 options, and from that those options you need to find out the odd one. So here again, a lot of students on an average find it really confusing to understand which will be the odd one on which, or which question will be, or which option will be the something exceptional from the others. So here again, you need to improve your vocabulary, and if you have an enriched vocabulary, you will be able to understand the question, and you will be able to understand the relation and ultimately find the odd one out from the given option. Okay, so with this, we have a clear understanding that what type of questions will be coming in the question. As close test I have already discussed, and the last one is sentence correction. Sentence correction means a particular part of a sentence is defective, or there is an error in one of the part of the sentence, which will be provided in your question in the form of slash, or we can say some sites. So when the slash is there and you need to find out the error or the wrong spelling or some kind of wrong or error in the sentence, you need to practice. And we here again we provide some sentence error sessions. We have already provided, still again we will be doing it specifically for your SSC and banking classes, where some questions will be given in the form of sentences, and the parts of the sentence, some of the parts or one of the part, not some, one of the part will be having an error, and sometimes there is an option that no error. And when you find these options, the question is really complicated. Why? Because the entire sentence, if you have not practiced well, then while reading the sentences, you understand that these sentences may not have any error, and you easily opt no error, but still grammatically there will be some kind of error. So whenever you are opting for these questions, sentence error, please go through the sentence twice or thrice so that you are able to find out some kind of error in the sentence, because typically questions will be given on the basis of errors. There will be hardly any option, any questions with no error. So try to find by anyhow, by hook or by crook, try to find an error in a part of the sentence. And if after repeated attempts you can't find, then as a whole or as the last attempt you have to opt for no error. Okay. So this is a brief introduction into the contents of the syllabus of English for your SSC and banking. Hope you all have understood, and you will go through the contents and you will understand that what we will be teaching here or providing you all people here with the interactive sessions, where you will have the option to comment and interact with us on this platform, and we will help you to answer the questions and answer your confusions and your errors as much as possible. Okay. So with this, we come to the end of today's introductory session. Hope you all have enjoyed the session, and if you have enjoyed, please like, share and subscribe our channel and the session, and hope you to meet you all in the next class, and hope you all be present and be attentive in all the sessions that we provide here. Thank you for being with us throughout the session.